stencil has to be in the book
Good
to
morning.
hide the barcode.
Happy
Do you need one
birthday,
of these?
Kelly. Woo!
Hey, well, it's a birthday plus. Okay. Well, it's a birthday plus one day. We have so much fun today.
Yes,
it's not just
we
about
do.
my birthday, but we're launching Glimmers, and I've been waiting for this for a couple years and a couple months. So we're going to tell you all about Glimmers today. I had a birthday yesterday, so we have a free gift for everyone this week.
All right.
Kind of a birthday party favor, Teresa.
Fun.
And we want to show you the cards that I've received, which thank you, everyone. I've received so many well wishes and cards and things, and I really appreciate that. So we have a lot to do today. I'm pretty excited for today. I hope you are too.
I am.
And we're going to, let's jump back, Teresa, to Friday. We're just going to do a little rewind a little bit to Friday, because we had a special video Friday afternoon and you might have missed it. And we don't want anybody to miss a Janet kit.
Definitely
So we launched that. I'm Kelly, and Teresa.
I'm behind the camera today.
We're here at Memory Bound Paper Craft Store in Ankeny, Iowa. So welcome. Happy Monday. It's actually Kendra's birthday today. So happy birthday to
Kendra.
our Kendra. And it's our son's birthday. He's not watching, so there's no need to worry about that. But Friday afternoon, we had a special video launch with Janet's latest kit, and it's the Rust and Revs 2.0 card kit. It makes 8 cards. We showed you all the cool stuff you get in it. Teresa, maybe you could just kind of come over here and swipe through some of the cards. If you're looking for masculine cards, this is a great way to do it.
I really like that.
Isn't that neat? And this is, the tie was a piece of ephemera, and then Janet made up the collar and turned it into like a manly shirt, and the little pockets made with ephemera. Very
cute.
Creative. And you guys, how many of you have made Janet's cards, been in her classes, made any of her kits? You know how amazing they are and how amazing Janet is. And Janet is with us right now virtually. And Teresa, I always laugh at that because we're all virtual.
Yes.
But Janet's in the background. So if you have made any of her kits, if you want to give her a shout out, I think she really did it again. And
everyone's saying happy birthday, Kelly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
June birthdays are the best, they say.
Okay, they are. And let me dwell on that a little bit, because when I was a kid, I always felt so sorry for those kids whose birthdays were in December.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had to go a whole year to get presents. So I always felt like, boy, this is the perfect life, because you're going to get presents about every 6 months.
That's right.
I think June birthdays are pretty good. And nothing to do with June birthdays, but I wanted to show this card, Teresa. And we showed all of these because this is a barn die cut, and Janet cut the left side off, and look where it is.
Oh, what a good idea.
Isn't that clever?
Yeah.
And then
she rounded the corners, which she always does.
Janet and her corner rounding. So that is our newest kit from Janet, and we do have a few of her previous kit, her Groovy Darling card kits. And this, I think this makes, I don't know how many cards. Janet can maybe help us with that. I think it makes maybe 10 cards, because I think she had a hard time.
Is that a bonus one?
Yeah. Maybe it's bonus.
8? At least 8, I know.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but you know what? I know who knows, and she's here and she'll fill us in. But these cards are really fun. I was going to grab a couple, but you can see them when Janet links, and they just have that cool retro vibe.
Yes, definitely.
Speaking of birthdays, the 70s were kind of my heyday, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Okay, so those are our Friday kits. And then today there's a new launch from Sizzix and 49 and Market, and we've got that right over here, Teresa.
Okay.
And it's some new technology with dies.
Oh.
They're called Snap and Swap. And we will show you more about these, but basically, and there's like not a picture. Well, I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but like, for example, these tags offer you different bottoms, and they just snap on to the bottom of the tag.
Okay, I can't wait to try that.
I know, and there's the different ones you can make, and there's 2 sizes of tags here, and this is $39.99. Thank you, Janine Meyerowitz from 49 and Market, because this was her idea, her technology, or she came up with the technology with Sizzix. And what is this one called, Teresa?
I didn't look at that.
I don't think it has a name.
Oh,
no, I'm serious. I'm serious.
Oh. I wish they would name
It
everything.
says snap and swap dies, and I apologize. It does not have a
Looks
name
like
on the
they're
package, but they look like tags. And I have a sample of the tags, but they've
Oh.
been done differently. Okay, so here's like one of the tags where the bottom is that roughed up edge
Oh, yeah.
that you can put on. And then this is made with Rust and Revs 2.0, just like Janet's card kit. And here's one where they put the tabs on. And the tabs actually are in this die set.
No name for that one either.
No.
There are no names.
No
Diane
names,
says
Diane says.
there's no name. So 666825. Now I feel like we're on, I feel like it's the Home Shopping Network. But this
No
one is so
kidding.
neat. And you can see it makes your file folders. And you've got those tabs. And you can put your different tabs on. They snap together.
So you can put them in different parts of the...
Yeah. Yes. Isn't
Okay.
that cool? With
Oh.
one set of dies.
That is very
So
cool.
the idea is you don't have a million different dies, and this has 15, and you can do all those different things with them. And then the one that we don't have, I believe, is the pocket die, and that is coming. So in addition to the dies, there's the new round cutting pads, and this is $14.99. And let me see. So you get a pair. Now you might wonder, like Teresa said this morning, why do you want circular cutting pads? These are for your Big Shot or your Switch or your Vagabond, if you still have a Vagabond. And the reason is they're not going to warp. So, you know, your image has to be smaller than this, but these are not going to warp like your rectangular ones do. So I'm anxious to try these.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if it has a size on here. There's a lot of words on here and in multiple languages. I don't see a size. They look like they're about 6 inches.
Okay.
Which would be about right because that would fit through your Big Shot.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So $14.99 for something new. Great idea, Sizzix. We can't wait to try it. Okay, so that's last Friday. That's the new Sizzix. And then over here, I just want to tell you about my birthday because I got a box from Crafty Kathy. This box from Crafty Kathy, I think it arrived Thursday, and I didn't have any idea what it was, and I opened it up, and it was a birthday party in a box. So Teresa,
That's so much fun.
Oh my gosh, there's decorations, the tablecloth, there's plates and napkins. There is a cupcake mix to make birthday party cupcakes, party horns. These little
even plates and napkins.
Yes, plates and napkins.
That's everything you need.
It is. Forks, silverware.
We'll be having treats
for
today.
Eating treats. Yeah, we've got treats for sure. And look at these little birthday little Debbies. I've never seen those before.
I saw those. Those are adorable.
And then she got me this big button, but I don't think I'm going to be able to put it on because I've got one of those tops on that's kind of silky, and I don't want to poke a hole in it. But so anyway, Kathy, thank you so much. That's definitely a huge glimmer in my life. And she gave, then there was a card. Don't go away, guys. Let me show you the card because I've got lots of cards to show. This one came from Kathy. She knows that I do love cameras. And so it's got a little shaker. And it's a Polaroid. It says smile. And it's got film strip on the inside.
Very cute.
And then on the back, it's got a squirrel and a date stamp.
And she dated it.
She did with my birthday.
Cute.
So Crafty Kathy, I hope you're watching, and a huge thank you. This really makes a gal feel pretty special. Oh, but wait, I forgot to show you her gift.
More.
She had a gift in there also.
Oh.
And I did open it a little early because, you know, that's what I always did as a kid. If I found my gifts, I'd open them. But I wouldn't tear them because I'd rewrap them, especially at Christmas. But she got me a Lego set that is a camera because I do really like cameras. And
that is so cool.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, I love the film.
Do you think I'll be able to assemble that, Teresa?
Probably.
I might have
There's
to get
probably an age on it.
I might have to, let's see. Oh, 10 years and up.
Okay.
But I got people that can help me with this.
Do you think people know, like the film? Do you think some people would know what that is? I bet there's people that don't know what that is.
We do,
I know.
But I don't know. Maybe some younger people might know.
Yeah.
So I have a Christmas tree, Teresa, and it's all filled with camera ornaments. So I'll be able to hang this on my Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So thank you, Kathy. And then I received some other birthday cards that I just wanted to share. This one, how about if I bring them over here, Teresa, and then we can maybe see them better. This one was from Diana, which it screams Diana, doesn't it?
Yes.
With all the piecing, the glitter. Is that amazing?
That took a while to put together.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. That was really nice. And then Pam dropped this off over the weekend. A little gnome guy in a car, and the inside, it flips up, and the inside says, "Racing to wish you a happy birthday."
Cute. I like the road behind it.
I know. Isn't that clever?
Yeah.
Very clever. And then I wonder who could guess who this is from. Any guesses?
Is it a card or not?
It is kind of a card.
It's kind of
yes,
a card.
It is. And it's
from Diane.
From Diane.
I bet. Yep.
So I got one of her little precious things, and it says birthday greetings. And then this one is from Leanne. So Leanne from Arizona, thank you very much.
She used some of the trim.
She always, there's the velvet trim. Her
cards are
from
beautiful.
Tim Hall. She always does really amazing things. And Leanne worked here. If you had shopped in our store, how long has she been gone?
A couple years.
Time flies. And then this one was in my mailbox from Sarah. And again, you can see the camera. I think. And look she gave me a camera charm. So anyway, thank you, Sarah, for that.
Very cute.
And then I've received this one. These are for the M&M sisters. I don't know. You guys probably remember M&M, Marcy and Marla. And they are from Ohio, but they've driven here to Iowa to come to some of our retreats because I think we have the best retreats in the state. Yeah. And I think that's why it's worth the drive for sure. All right. And then this one, I don't know where I got. This must have come in the mail because this is from Dawn. But here's that postage collage.
I love it.
Isn't it cool? All done up.
Oh my gosh.
I love it too. I got to just look at it because it's what I do. So thank you, Dawn, for that. And then Teresa brought me this today. And it says, "Sorry, it's pasta your birthday." I want to say that in an Italian accent. So, and that's with that pasta, is it pasta la Vicia?
Yes.
From Crafter's Companion.
Yes.
So that's that new collection. So thank you, Teresa. And thanks for all the birthday cards and wishes. It's really makes a person feel special. So, and I don't expect any of it, but thank you everybody for that. So now I'm a year older and it's okay. It's all right. Right, Teresa?
That's right.
That's what we want. We want to be a year older.
We do.
Well, because it is my birthday, we have I guess I'm going to call it a party favor.
Yay!
So we have this sticker from Echo Park paper, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's going to go along with our Glimmers and things that are important to me.
There's all sorts of fun things on there.
And it's called Year in Review. So this is free with any purchase while supplies last. So if you made an order yesterday or today, or as long as they last, you're going to get one of these free in your package. Or if you come in, pick one up and you can get one free. And this is a gift from Memory Bound. I'll try to remind everybody at the end of the video, Teresa. Okay, there's the pasta la Vicia. I'm going to move that over there.
Put it in the stand? You ready to sit down?
Yeah, I think we're ready. We're ready for the main event, everybody, and I'm so excited about this. What's that song? I'm so excited and I just can't hide it, something like that, but you don't want me to sing. Okay, we've lost our show over here. There it is. Okay, well, thanks for all the birthday wishes. Boy, a lot of people are saying happy birthday, and I did have a happy birthday. I had the whole weekend off and did a lot of things and did a lot of not doing things, if you know what I mean, which is great.
Yes, it is.
And I've been excited about this. I worked on this last night. So today we're launching something that is called Glimmers, and it has nothing to do with foiling or the Glimmer machine at Spellbinders. It is Glimmers, something in your life. And this is something that I learned about 2 years ago, and I've had it, what I say, in my back pocket, and I've just been waiting for the right time and to figure out what to do with it. And I hope that you're inspired today. A lot of times we show you a new product, we show you around the store, we're going to show you techniques, and we have a few techniques today. But today is something really special to me, and I hope it becomes special to you, and I hope it changes the way you look at things. So Glimmers, Teresa, let's just flip the camera, okay?
Okay.
I guess I can do that over here too.
Everyone's saying happy birthday,
Oh,
Kellie.
thank you. It was a very happy birthday for sure. Let's see. I think I need to straighten things out a little bit. Okay, so here's the history for me of Glimmers. About 2 years ago, a friend of mine named Nicole, and she's actually a daughter of one of my really good friends, but she's also my friend too. She posted this on Facebook. Recently learned about a term called a glimmer, which is essentially the opposite of a trigger. Glimmers are those micro moments in your day that make you feel joy, happiness, peace, or gratitude. Once you train your brain to be on the lookout for glimmers, the more of these tiny moments will begin to appear. So this is where it all started. And like I said, it was about 2 years ago. And Nicole posted that. And I saved this because I just thought it was really cool and really made me think. And so we were thinking about, when we were scheduling, Katie and I decided that, gosh, my birthday week would probably be the perfect time to do this. So that's what we are going to start out with today. And you might say, what are glimmers? And glimmers are just small little happy moments in your life. And it's not like getting married or buying a home or graduating from school or that. It's just little things like maybe a rainbow or smelling flowers, or somebody smiles at you or says hello or calls you by name. Or maybe it's pouring down rain and you get that parking place that's right up by the door. Or you get the last, I don't know, you get the last thing at the grocery store that you went, you're going to get something. You get
piece
the last
of paper at the scrapbook
yes,
store.
or the last die or something at the store. True, Teresa. And the more you look for glimmers, or the more you notice them, the more you're going to find. So I wanted to stress that they're not like a big event. They're more of a small thing. And it was Deb Dana that coined the word glimmers. And she is a clinical, let me see what her title, she's a licensed clinical social worker. So she worked with a lot of people that had, trauma and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she wrote in a book a few years ago that explained that they're glimmers. And she made up the word glimmers, and it is so true, that they're just little moments, everyday moments of happiness, gratitude, joy, calm, peace, safety, or goodwill. So it's just those little moments. So we're glad that Deb figured that out.
Elena just said her big glimmer was when she discovered Memory Bound.
Oh, that's so
nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Elena. That really makes our day for sure.
It does.
It definitely does. Okay, so glimmers, the other thing that Deb talked about is that glimmers are the opposite of triggers. So a trigger is something that kind of sets you off. It's going to make negative feelings. Your fight or flight reaction is going to happen. You've got anxiety or fear. And a glimmer is going to evoke positive feelings and increase your mood, make you feel safe, calm, relax. And there are scientific words like parasympathetic and sympathetic in your nervous system. And the parasympathetic is what you want with your glimmers, and that's what calms you down. All right. So that's about that. And then I have some other things. And as we're doing this, if you think of glimmers, like today I had kind of a trigger, Teresa, because I went to buy donuts.
Yes.
And I drove all the way across the other side of town, and the donut store was closed. And,
no.
it did have make me have a little stress. Like, where am I going to
know.
go? Where am I going to get? Those are the best ones in town. All right. So it's just and then I found another store, and I was happy because it was open when I got there. So Glimmers come in all shapes and sizes. It could be something really small, like seeing a little flower bloom, or when you plant a garden and those green beans pop up out of the dirt.
Everyone's saying their Glimmers are watching the videos at 9:30.
Oh, that's really sweet. So another thing is they're just micro moments of joy. I'm showing you these just so you can get an idea. Oh,
I don't know if our videos are micro moments.
Well,
sometimes they go on a little bit longer.
And they're good for mental health.
Definitely.
Sometimes you don't realize a glimmer. You just don't even think about it. But I think when you think about it, then it glimmers a little brighter.
Yes. Marilyn says a glimmer is someone ahead of you paying for your Starbucks. Definitely.
Right.
That's a glimmer.
And Juanita says, I think I've always called glimmer blessing. Oh, Janet says a cat on your lap. So the thing about glimmers is if you keep an open mind to finding glimmers. Oh, sorry, let me start over. When you are keeping an open mind to kind of seek out and find glimmers, it keeps you in the present moment. And that's one of the reasons it helps with stress and makes you happier, is because you're not fretting about the past, about what you said yesterday or what happened or what you did, and you're not worrying about tomorrow because you're only thinking about today and in that moment. It's kind of like crafting, don't you think, Teresa?
Oh, yeah.
That when you're crafting, you're not thinking about yesterday or tomorrow. You're thinking about this really cool project. And learning to find glimmers helps enhance well-being and reduces stress. I think we talked about that. I feel like I've got a PowerPoint presentation here, but I don't know if you guys are enjoying it or not.
Oh, Leanne says a little message that Starbucks writes on your cup. I didn't know they did that.
They did start doing that again. And they might, yes, and those are really cool too. They might draw a picture. Jackie says the birds chirping outside her window this morning. That's definitely a sign of spring.
As long as it's not 5 o'clock in the morning, then yes.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So glimmers can be intuitive, but mostly you see or you find glimmers using your 5 senses. Intuitive might be like when you feel like you took a test and you feel like, oh, I did really well on that test, or something like that, where you kind of feel really well. But usually it's going to be something you hear, see, touch, smell, or taste.
Here's a glimmer.
Oh, Diane just brought me a glimmer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Birthday cards.
Oh, wow, you guys. Okay, all right. So I'm going to give you some examples. Maybe a glimmer might be when it's pouring down rain and your neighbor brings your trash barrel up to the front. For me, maybe I hear that favorite 70s song on the radio that I can sing along with, as long as I'm by myself or in the shower or in the car with the windows down.
Peggy says when her 1-year-old great-granddaughter waves at her when she sees her.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's good.
That's
a good
perfect.
one, Peggy. Yep.
Yes, that are like our grandsons when they come running in the house and say gaga gaga. That is definitely a huge glimmer. Maybe seeing something you see might be a sunset. We've had some really beautiful sunsets here lately. Maybe something you touch might be, really soft pillow, or a cat. Janet said having a cat on your lap. It could be a smell. I've got a bouquet of peonies on our counter, and every time I walk by there in the kitchen, it makes me happy. And it could be taste. And Doug made me chocolate chip banana muffins yesterday for my birthday, and they were very good. The first time he made them, I kind of turned my nose up at him, Teresa, because I'm like, what are you making? But I have to admit that they are. So keep sharing your glimmers. We want to hear about them. And if you really pay attention, you'll see that glimmers are everywhere. And the way you can, if you start looking for glimmers, you're going to find more. And it's like hang around people that make you happy, go to places that you love. And another one that helps you is to document your glimmers.
Oh, Elena says watching her granddaughter play with chalk outside in the morning.
Oh, yes.
I guess I'm going to have to take a picture. There's a house on the route that I take my morning walk, and sometimes the kids that live there make hopscotch, and they write like fun things on it,
Oh, they
like
do?
inspirational, like you can do it, and
Oh my
stuff like that,
gosh.
and it's so cute. So yeah, that's a glimmer for me.
And Melanie says glimmers are blessings, and that's really true. So anyway, like I said, this really called to me, and I hope it's going to call to you. Once again, just to kind of review, and then we'll talk about glimmers are those moments in your day that make you feel joy, happiness, peace, or gratitude. Once you train your brain to be on the lookout for glimmers, then more of the moments will appear. Oh, see, Kimberly says opening her kitchen blinds in the morning and seeing all the beautiful flowers on her deck.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We need to be showing some of those. Okay, so my question for you is, have you recently observed glimmers in your life? And a lot of you are talking about the glimmers that you've experienced, which I love hearing about, because maybe you'll be as excited as I am about it. So think about, have you observed any glimmers in your life? And then we're going to talk about, the next thing I want to show is some of the things we have to document your glimmers. All right, so let's see. And Teresa, you let me know if we have any questions or anything. I wonder, well, let's do that and then we'll go to those birthday cards because those are definite glimmers. So when the glimmer idea, when we decided we were going to do something with glimmer, we came up with a stamp set that Janet designed, and I had some input with some words and some things that I kind of wanted to see, but Janet really designed the whole glimmer stamp. So this is exclusive to Memory Bound, and just wanted to kind of give you a close-up look at that again, because it is designed for the glimmers, although we've been using it on a lot of things, haven't we, Teresa?
Oh, I made that card. I forgot. I should grab that.
Yeah, why don't you grab that? So we've been doing a lot of it, a lot of different things with Glimmer. We've combined it with Currently. And then I had an idea on my way home one night, maybe we need a little Glimmer journal, because that is a great way to jot down something simple and easy to jot down your glimmers. And so we designed this Glimmer journal. It has 25 pages. On the front, it says little things that spark happy moments. And then on the inside is that kind of definition of glimmers. And then each page on the right side is going to have two different places for you to jot down if you want to put a date, description, and then the back of your page is going to be blank. So it's got 25, 50 if you count front and back. It's got kind of a little bit heavier cover. It's like our other journal that we have. And Teresa went and got her card she made with this hilarious all in Create. And she's got 4 different things that are stamped here. And you did use, is this spritz?
Yes.
To make it glimmery. So it does glimmer.
Yes, it shines.
And that dog is so hilarious, Teresa. So the other thing that I discovered was Tim Holtz has a stamp set called Twinkle that really goes along very well with the images on our or stencil. I think I might have said stamp, but a stencil set called Twinkle that really goes along with all the icons and the images of our Glimmer journal. So these 3 things are all available. It's $4.99 for the journal, $6.99 if you're interested in the stencil, and $14.99 for our stamp. And then we do have the Glimmer bundle. And I'll show you some. I probably should have showed samples first. But we do have the Glimmer bundle where you get all 3 pieces. And, oh golly, I don't remember the price. It's normally $26.97. I think Janet can probably post it. I think it's like $4 off when you buy all 3 pieces together. So those are our Glimmer definite glimmer things. And then I'm going to show you a sample of what I've been working on. So I started a glimmer journal, and let me grab a couple things here. So I put my name on the front. You don't
Oh,
have to
that's
do that,
fun.
but I did it with these thickers from American Crafts. And I think these are actually Vicky Bouton, and they're from Evergreen and Holly. But you get a lot of stamps, and they're stickers, and they're chipboard. So I just put my name on the front. Let me go get a little closer for everybody. And then when you open it up, I just started keeping track of glimmers. And I'm using the date stamp because I love date stamps. Teresa does too.
I do too.
So this little date stamp is 6/29. So I've been putting a date stamp. You know, every page has got a place for your date, and you can write it in there. You can do it however you want. And so the first thing I have from May 6th was our spring tulips bloomed. So every time I came home and drove in the driveway, this was the view I had, were the tulips. And they, up until this year, you know, you had maybe 5, 6, 7 flowers, and this year they really bloomed. So that made me happy every time I go home. Now this I saw on Facebook. Now, how many of you had these plastic wigs?
I
Teresa,
did.
you did?
Yes.
I
Oh
had
my
a brown
gosh.
one. And so sometimes a glimmer might be a memory, you know, seeing
Yes.
something from the old days. And I remember playing dress up. So anyway, I thought those were really funny. So that
It's
made me
very
happy.
funny.
And you might
Yes,
not have
I
a date.
remember those.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember thinking that, you know, how beautiful I looked
Oh,
with those. So how
yes.
many of you had those wigs? Okay, Janet says, how has she never seen one?
I
I don't
don't
know.
know, but me and my sister, I think we had 3 or 4 of them.
They were pretty fun to wear. So this back of this page, I did use that stencil Twinkle from
Oh,
Tim Holtz, the layering stencil, and I just used some
that looks
colors
so
that
good,
match these
Kelly.
flowers, because to me this was, I wrote down, it was a big glimmer. And because Julie sent us flowers, and this little envelope was with the flowers, and this is the little note that she put, which really made me feel good. And I've read this over and over multiple times, and every time I read it, I get a little flash of glimmer. So, and then I just type the little word happy here. You know, sometimes the messages I get from people, Teresa, are as good as the gifts.
I think that might be in one of the stamp sets, isn't it?
Happy?
Uh-huh.
It's on the Glimmer stamp.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
You said you typed it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm like,
I
think
better watch
that's a
what I'm
stamp,
saying.
Kelly.
You keep me on track. I need it. And there's a question for you
Yeah,
there.
I saw that. It's the well, I use the Scotch glue, but I put it in the what are those
The
yellow
fine
ones?
line?
The fine line containers. They come empty, and you put whatever glue you want in them, but you can use whatever glue you like.
Okay, so then on May 22nd, I had lunch with Maggie, and you guys are going to have a huge glimmer coming up because Maggie's got a project she designed with Rust and Rev 2.0, and she will be in to launch that kit. We just have to get a date. But she made me a cake, and I was so surprised. Look at that cake, you
Oh
guys.
my
It was super
gosh.
tall.
That's really cute little
It
holder.
is. It
too.
is. It's on like a candlestick
Oh,
holder.
is that what it
Yes.
is?
It was really amazing. I had no idea she was making me a cake. And sometimes, you know, the surprise and it was amazing. She made me one of those when I broke my foot, and so it brought back a lot of memories. And then I just have a picture of my daughter and my mom and I, because our daughter was in town getting her hair cut one evening, and we went and crashed her haircut and sat and talked with them the whole time.
And that little heart is a stamp too.
The heart
the
is
set.
also, yes, thanks for mentioning that. There's a little heart here. So it's got heart and
I know because I
stars.
used that one too.
And it also has, you can do glimmer, or you can take this S and make it plural. So Janet designed it perfectly. Okay, and then the back of this page, you know, someone mentioned grandsons. It's always a glimmer when I get pictures in my messages, text messages from my in-law son or daughter-in-law, or my son or daughter, and I happened to get all 3 of them doing their pool time. So that was really big for me. And then you don't have to have a photo with this one. They're coming to work. It's always there's 2 stoplights that you never hit a green light, and it's A lot of traffic. Okay, if you're in a big city, you can laugh when I say a lot of traffic in Ankeny, Iowa. You might have to wait 30 seconds for, but anyway, I hit both lights green this day, and it never happens. And Diane and I come the same route, so I had to tell her, oh, I hit both lights green. So just something like that makes your day. And I know you all have experienced it.
Elena said she can have a glimmer when she remembers a name. And I
Oh
put
my
that up there
gosh,
because
yes.
that is totally me
Yes,
too.
keep putting them up there. Put your glimmers in there, and Teresa will put them up on the screen. Another glimmer for me was we went to see the Mission Impossible movie, and the popcorn was perfect. Sometimes you get the bottom of the barrel or whatever, and it was perfect.
When it's fresh.
And I will let you know that Tom Cruise does a lot of running in that movie. So it could be just movie tickets. It could just be words. This was my birthday yesterday, and sometimes a day is made up, a happy day can be made up of lots of glimmers. And the weather was beautiful, and I wrote down the things we did. I've got a picture of a card I got from Diana. This is actually the Tim Holtz large tidings or big tidings stamp.
Oh,
And
I like how you layered that.
And then I typed the word glimmer right over the top of it. Now this paper is a little heavier than just plain copy paper, but this stamp did go through the back a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Most everything else did not go through. Like here I stamped glimmer and it did not go through to the back. So then this Crafty Kathy, when I got her box on last week, this is what the box looked like. It had a card in the front and it was just packed with stuff. And then this is all kind of birthday related. All right. So like I said, we made this journal so it's easy. It's simple. You can just write things. But it just would make me happy to know that you were just noticing glimmers in your life and documenting them. And I've got a few other things to show you because I've got a few other ideas on how you could just write them on a piece of paper. You could put them on a Post-it note and stick them on your fridge.
I'm going to use that Glimmer journal. There's a movement where you document sometimes you document everything that happens in a day. But there's another one that you document for a week. And I'm going to do that starting today. And
so we can't
do
wait.
a week.
So wait to see what Teresa comes up with,
I'm
everybody.
Do it in the Glimmer journal and try and have as many glimmers as I can. So I'm trying to pay attention.
And speaking of Teresa, look, she brought in, because she did, and you're probably going to be showing this, but she said I could show it to you today.
Yeah.
Where is your glimmer page?
It's the last one. Well, nope. In between there.
If you guys remember, Teresa is documenting the 25th of every month in 2025.
Yep.
And this is her journal she's using. It's one of those visual journals. It might be the Bristol one. I'm not sure.
It's the
Is it the watercolor one?
I think it's the watercolor one. Yeah.
There's lots of different ones to choose from, but her glimmer. How many of you have seen Miss Congeniality?
I've seen it multiple times, actually.
I have too. It's one of my favorite movies, and it's hilarious. And so, and Teresa, I don't think I would have seen this. But she's got pictures from the movie.
Yeah. Well, it came across my Instagram. Yeah. And when I saw it, it just made me so happy because I'm like, I'm documenting April 25th. And that's a line from the movie.
It is. And they're talking about a date. Miss Rhode Island, please describe your idea of a perfect date. I'd have to say April 25th because it's not too hot, not too cold, and all you need is a light jacket. So it's so really, funny. Really funny. And Teresa used she's got a date stamp in here. Yep. Love this. The stars over here are from the Twinkle stencil.
Yeah. And I didn't have that stencil until we did this. And now I'm really loving it. It's funny how you don't think you need something. And now that I have it, I'm like, oh, this is a really cool stencil.
It is. It's kind of could be even Christmassy.
Oh, yeah.
Or 4th of July. Just
definitely
happiness, party. So she did stamp Glimmer, and she's got these little star. That's one of my favorite little pieces of this stamp.
And then the little camera is from the
Currently, isn't it?
Currently
Okay.
stamp. Yeah, we don't.
Well, that's
do we
from
have
Currently.
that?
I didn't
Yeah,
bring Currently back.
yeah.
So there's a
'Cause that was
Glimmer
a
layout
movie,
for everybody. Teresa, I'm so happy you brought this in today. So you could get one of these little mini composition books and just jot things down. Put it in your purse or your bag or keep it in your car and just jot down things. Because I think for me, Teresa, it's a glimmer to go back and look at my glimmers.
Oh yeah.
This this is $3.59. This little half composition book, and this would be perfect. You could do some stamping and write down some dates. It's got lined paper, so it's easy. That would be a fun little book to keep track of it. I also thought you could get a photo album, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe this one is half off. This is $14.99. I think it's $7.50. So this one you could get a pack of the Project Life cards, and you could write your glimmer. You could slip them right in here, put a photo if you want to, and you could keep track of it this way. So you could do it in a photo album. The other thing that I brought was these little, I love these little journals, Teresa. So this is just a little plain book journal.
Yeah.
These are $3.99. I think there's 50 pages. I'm not sure. But I actually made one of these up to just show you an example.
Did you use the stickers?
I did, but I don't know
cute.
where they went. Here. So I use, if you're just joining us, we are
free
giving away
stickers.
a free sticker sheet this week with any purchase while supplies last. And it's because it's our birthday favor, because yesterday was my birthday. And I just thought it'd be fun to have something, a freebie. And this is a year in review. And that's what I used on this little notebook. So I took some of the stickers and just did a little thing on the front that says life is good. And then I used the tab punch, and I forgot to bring one. Teresa, I don't know if you need to ring the bell or grab one, but I used a little tab punch just to divide it up. And I stamped Glimmers on the front, and I added the S, because on the stamp set, your S is separate because you might not always want plural. So Janet designed it so you can have glimmer or you can have glimmers. So I put that on the front. I don't know what I'm going to put there. And then I just started listing things just in my own handwriting. And yesterday was a great day to start. I stamped it with that date stamp. And it was a perfect day to start because it was my birthday. So I had a lot of things just to list. There was this baby squirrel on the golf course, and it was just fun to watch him, you know. And like we said, glimmers make our happy moments, and you don't think about your worries or what you did yesterday or what's going on tomorrow. And that's what happened. And you guys, I had the most perfect margarita. And you don't always get good margaritas, but that one was perfect. And then when I went out to the garage, we have a 1970 Monte Carlo, and it's usually covered up. But when I open the garage door and there it is with its cover off and ready to go,
Oh yeah,
that's a glimmer, right?
definitely.
And you guys, my mom left me a birthday surprise in our garage. She snuck over to our house and left me a gift and a card and a plate of homemade peanut butter cookies. And then I got a lot of birthday text messages. So I used the tab. I used the the tab punch. This is this one works too. I used the tab punch from EK Success. So this one is from We Are. It's $18.99, and it punches two separate tabs, and all you have to do is glue them together if you want to divide up your book. And I see that I accidentally put my July tab right on the next page. I thought I had gone a few pages back, but I just put a couple tabs on because I don't know how much I'm going to need for these months. So this is another good way. It's just kind of a journal. It's kind of goes along with junk journaling. Whether you want to document your glimmers in any way you'd like, in a notebook of some sort, or if you want to just kind of be aware of them. So, and we might be out of that other tab punch, so we'll have to get some. All right, so that gives you some ideas. how to keep track of your glimmers. And, I think keeping track of them, don't you, Teresa, that we could keep
Yeah.
track of them?
Did you see the question? Elena wanted to know if you had a sheet of sayings. And so maybe you want to show the one that they can download.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think we even showed it.
No,
I don't believe we even showed
haven't
it.
showed
So
it.
thank you. So we have
So this you could use, Elena.
Yeah, we have this sheet that we have printed up, and this is a free download. If you want us to print it, we laser print it on cardstock here at Memory Bound, and it's $1. If you would like us to laser print it, we have some printed up. Otherwise, you can print as many of these as you want it at home. It's just something a little extra that I thought, Elena, good idea, because we were thinking about that also, that people might want this, even to put it in your craft room or on your fridge or something, just to remind you to look for the glimmers in your life.
Or maybe to even use the Memory Bound logo.
Yes.
That's what I was looking at going, ooh, that's what I want. The Memory Bound logo.
There you go. There you go. So this is available. It's out there. Janet can link it. She did.
Yeah.
There's no charge for this. Like I said, this is near and dear to my heart. I absolutely love the whole thing about glimmers. I do want to mention there was a question earlier about the pens, and I like to use the La Pens, and I noted that they did not bleed through the paper on the Glimmer journal. And there's lots of colors. I think that's why they're fun. You could really make it colorful and happy.
Oh, yeah.
Ruby, I love your comment that you don't think about saving those special little moments. And sometimes we don't think about everyday life and things. And this is a really good way to do it. Okay, well, let's open up. I'll let you know that tomorrow, I'll tell you about tomorrow. Tomorrow, Peggy's going to be here, and we have a new junk start kit. And she is incorporating the glimmer with this. I have no idea what she's doing. I haven't seen it. I can't wait.
I saw a page.
Oh, did you? So she's going to be doing some things with this tomorrow. This is our new junk start kit called Our Stories. So join us tomorrow morning for that. And then, Teresa, I probably should open up these birthday cards, because who gets to do this on camera, right?
I know.
It's kind of crazy. All right, so here's one. This is from Kristen. And look at those cute little envelopes.
Oh, that's like a postage stamp made into an envelope. That is adorable. Very cute.
So Kristen, thank you so much. Yeah, I do think that is really clever. Very clever. We love seeing all these ideas because it, then we get ideas, right, Teresa?
Yes, definitely.
You might see some of these coming up. You might see some of these coming up on some videos. Okay, I can guess. Ooh, wow. Look at that one.
Ooh, is that embossed?
It's die cut.
Oh,
it's laid over the top of a really
I see.
fine,
okay.
Happy birthday, happy
Very
birthday, happy
nice.
birthday. And this is from Bunny. Oh,
Nice
Bunny, and
job,
I know you're
Bunny.
watching. So Bunny, thank you. That's so cool. And I should have known, because look at the back. Bunny always has a little bunny on the back of her card. So that is, that purple is really pretty. So thank you so much, Bunny. You guys, I'm getting spoiled here. Now look at this one. It's a black envelope with a really cool stamp. Now see, that's kind of a glimmer. Don't you think, Teresa, do you ever look at your mail, and if it has a cool stamp on it, you kind of go?
I try and match my stamps to my card.
Oh gosh, this is from Diana, and it is a horizontal card. Life is beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Looks like it might have some Nouveau drops over here. I know Diana is a big Graphic 45. Okay, and then let's see, I've got one more. Okay, this one is, lined envelope, everybody.
Ooh,
it's a Janet card.
I was just going to say.
Happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Janet. It's got the rounded corners. It's got that little bird. That's so cute. I love the colors.
Mm-hmm. And she has her insert, I see, in there too.
Yes, she makes individual inserts too. All right, cool. Okay, and you'll
Very
notice that
pretty.
she embossed just the bottom half. I don't
I
know if you
saw
can see
that.
that.
I did.
Very, very cool. Oh my gosh, thanks guys. Thank you so much. Okay, Teresa, let's flip
Should we
the
switch
camera. Boy, we've got a pile here, but I think you can get the idea. So anyway, I just want to say, I hope that you got a little inspired. Maybe I hope you got a lot inspired today, but I hope that you think about the glimmers in your life and just feel good. Just take a moment, a second, just to feel good about something you see, hear, touch, smell. Let's see, what did I miss? See, hear,
Taste.
taste. And we've got donuts and cake
Or
pops
feel.
here. So we're going to have a lot of glimmers today once we get this video done, Teresa, and we go have
Yeah.
a treat.
It can be just a feeling too.
Yeah, it can be just a feeling, just feeling happy, just waking up and feeling happy. And then say, hey, I feel happy. And that's pretty cool. We showed you the Glimmer product that we have, and we do have the bundle.
Mhm.
If you want to get all three, the stencil, the journal, and the stamp set, you can get them separately, or you can get them together in a bundle. And even if you don't get any Glimmer product, I just want you to think about your glimmers. And I want to go back to this because this is where it all started for me. And thank you, Nicole, again, who put this really special meme on Facebook. Isn't it funny where you're going to find inspiration, Teresa?
Oh yeah.
So I guess this was a glimmer for me when I saw the glimmer. It was a glimmer of a glimmer.
About glimmer,
A
yes.
glimmer of a glimmer.
Yes, don't forget the stickers. You wanted to show those.
Oh,
again.
yes, yes. And then also remind you that hopefully this is a glimmer for you when you open up your package, if we're shipping to you or if you pick up, because you're going to have the sticker sheet in there. And this is a gift from Memory Bound this week while supplies last with any purchase. It's a birthday party favor. So, so we've got that. Thanks for all the cards. Tomorrow, Peggy's going to be here. Teresa, are we forgetting anything else, or do we have any other questions?
So no.
So I hope
Elena says that we're going to have a hard time topping today's program.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! 'Cause I want you guys to
I think
know
we inspired people.
I had doubts this morning because I've been I have really been very excited about the whole Glimmer thing. I couldn't wait to share it with people. And I thought, what a better way to share it than at Memory Bound. And then this morning I started having, you know, you get those doubts, Teresa, and you're like, is this
Yes.
corny? Are people going to like this?
I think they do.
And so I'm glad you do. And then you can report in. I'd love to hear about your glimmers.
Oh, yeah.
If you watch future videos, we'd love to hear more about your glimmers. And I hope you go out and find lots of glimmers today and have a really wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll see you then. So thank you, everybody. Have a glimmery day, right, Teresa?
Yep.